It's Friday, August 5th, and my tree is gone. That's still a big gaping hole in the back porch, but finally got the tree taken care of today. There's a squirrel somewhere over there. There's a bird. Hi, bird. What's up? What's up, bird? I don't know where the squirrel went. He's back there somewhere. And there's my stump. So that is all taken care of now, and I can move on to fixing everything else. They actually just came by today and got that taken care of, which is why I'm waiting for a call from the insurance company. They say they'll reimburse me for having the debris taken away, but the guy doesn't really do like invoices or anything, so I'm waiting to see. He wrote me an invoice basically like on a sheet of paper, and then like put his name, and his number, and signed it and whatever. Hopefully that's good lighting there so that it doesn't go all wonky and weird, but I guess we'll see. But I have my phone silenced, so we shouldn't be interrupted in the middle of the horror block, hopefully. But I just wanted to it might be a little bit brighter out there today because there's no tree and no porch, so at least in that section. So now I get to move on to doing more fun things. For those that don't know, there was a storm. The tree fell over, obviously, if you hadn't put the pieces together, and took a bite out of my back porch. Papa John's just messaged me, thank you, I can take 25% off something, probably a pizza of some sort, but we are doing Das Horror Block right at the moment. So, pizza, should I choose to accept it, will have to wait. As long as I don't slice my finger open. That's probably, counterproductive, I believe is the word I'm looking for. I don't actually know what... I did order a classic block this month. I think it's this month. I don't know. I'm so confused by their system. But it should have a labyrinth item in it. But I don't actually know what's in here. Usually, I have some kind of little clue about something. But this month, like 2 months ago, there was the vinyl. I knew something about the vinyl. And then last month it was Buffy. But this month, I'm not totally sure. So we're just going to whip it up. Whip it up. There's a shirt, so I'll put that to the side. That is just a piece of trash. That is just a piece of trash in there. Let's get to the not exactly sweet kicks, but we have a, lids. That's what I'm saying. We have a Camp Stillwater, or Camp Crystal Lake. Why am I saying Stillwater? I don't know. Did I see something that said Stillwater? I honestly don't know. Oh. Well, there's actually some little details on here. Not only, if you flip it over, does it say something about Jason. Jason lives right up underneath there, but also there is, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. There's also a little, I don't know if that's a pin or a little, where you snap it in. But that's pretty cool, actually. I don't know what that is. Is that a pin? But it's a nice little detail if you flip the hat over. I'm not much of a hat wearer, but that's still a pretty cool little, collectible sort of thing. I'm into Das Collectibles, so I'm good with that. Let's see what we obviously have the new issue, and those are my cards. I'm going to leave those. The new issue of Rue Morgue with Swamp Thing on the front, the monstrous saga of Swamp Thing. So we have that. Excuse me. Oh goodness, I'm gonna yawn in your face. And we have the. I was saying a lot of people from Canada, they get the. What is it? The Tide things, which could be handy. We seem to get this Hello Fresh thing every month 50% off a HelloFresh thing. So I guess this is for American people. This is our Tide Pods that we get in our horror blocks, I guess. That's pretty cool. Unfortunately, it's a little bent. I might have gotten that. I might have done that myself, getting it out of here. But it's a Simpsons print of like them being zombies. It only there's okay. Well, you can barely see her back there, but there's Lisa and Milhouse and Mr. Burns and Blinky back there. I think that's who that is. No? Oh, no. That's the old guy. For some reason I was thinking of Blinky. I don't know. I don't know where Maggie is on this. I do not see Maggie. But, yeah, it's a little Simpsons as the living dead sort of thing. And it says, I will call more paramedics. Little late, Bart. Little late. But, it's the thought that counts. That's what they always say. So I'm going to stick that in there to keep it a little bit more pristine while I'm throwing all my shit around here. I'm not totally sure what that is, so I'm going to take out the movie. We have another movie. It's a Blu-ray disc. It's a DVD Blu-ray combo pack plus digital copy of Alien Uprising. I have not actually heard of this movie. It has Bianca Brie, Sean Brosnan, Simon Phillips, and of course Jean-Claude Van Damme whooping alien ass. Unfortunately, they don't show you any of the alien ass whooping on the back, but he's standing there with a fairly biatchin gun. It says, a group of friends awake one morning to find all electricity and power shut off, and an immense alien aircraft hovering in the air above their heads. Suddenly, this regular group of friends is battling to survive as the entire human race is threatened by the alien army hovering ominously above. You got behind the scenes and trailers in your special features. So, I hadn't actually heard of this. I'm assuming maybe it was like a direct-to-DVD thing, Phase 4 Films. But that's good that it's Blu-ray combo pack, a Blu-ray DVD, because I don't remember anywhere to tell them when they started sending movies that I preferred Blu-rays. Maybe they asked me at some point and I just don't remember, because that's what I'm thinking. Like, the last 2 movies they've sent me have been Blu-rays, and I'm like, what about people who don't have Blu-ray? Like, they kind of get left out of the fun of these. But maybe I answered that question for Horror Block at some point. I don't know. And that's why they sent me Blu-rays. But this one, everyone gets in on the fun. So, I'm not totally sure what that is. I may have said that a second time. It's a Walking Dead thing. Isn't it? Yes, it's sort of a... Well, I guess it's sort of a display piece, which is cool. It's a Walking Dead, a little diorama. Is that what I'm trying to say? It's not really a Lego thing. It's just sort of a thing that you can put together, but it has the iconic "Don't open dead inside" or "Don't dead open inside," however you choose to read it, should you choose to accept it. And then it has a little half-naked Rick Grimes right there, as he's just woken up. The very iconic doors from the Walking Dead movie, or TV show. It's not a movie, at least not yet. So that's pretty... I guess it is kind of Lego-ish, because that's the pieces that they show, but once you put it together, it actually... I mean, as cool as Lego is, and I did make a car out of Legos when I was a kid. I had one of those buckets where it wasn't anything specific, you just used your imagination and created. And at the back of this car, I actually put a couple of them together, and like one of the things, it looked like a piece that was to be used for a windshield or something, and then I put a longer piece on top of that, and for some reason, at the back of this person's car, they had a deer, a stuffed deer head for some reason, I don't know why. But you see what I mean, though. There's definitely a difference between what this looks like, and what Legos look like when you get done with them. Like this actually looks legit. At least the picture on the front does. So that'll be cool. That'll be a cool display piece, actually, once my lazy ass gets it put together someday. Yeah. just like just like everything else around here someday. Anyway, we don't need to look at that yet because we have one more piece to the puzzle, even though it's not really a puzzle. It's just a display piece. Oh, I'm gonna need those. I'm gonna need those. Oh, and there's my $10 my $10 shirt punch. So I'll stick that over here. I actually have one left from last month that I never used. So, but I will need this, and I will need this card, so I probably shouldn't bury them underneath here. But before we look at these cards, we have one more item that almost included a burp. It's a little disappointing that it didn't. Honestly, we have the shirt. So let's see what's on our shirt. It's a very, very haunted house. I don't think this is from anything specific. I don't know. Or is this like, is this the Psycho house? Is this Norman Bates' Psycho house, maybe? Or Amityville? Because maybe this thing up at the top, or is it just a cool, like, haunted house shirt, which is cool. Like, this up here almost looks like for Amityville, where the flies attack the priest, maybe. I just sort of remember that window being circular. But I don't know, which is why we need the card. Actually, this kind of reminds me, I was a teen in the 90s enjoying my Power Rangers and Ghost Rider. And one of the big things to get kids to read at the time was the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. And actually, honestly, this artwork here that's done on here with the stringiness down here at the bottom, that actually kind of reminds me a lot of the artwork that was in that Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. There's like 2 or 3 of them. I can't remember. Which, reading those maybe is why I'm fucked up now. I don't know. I also like R.L. Stein's Fear Street books, though. So, a bunch of murder and mayhem. I don't know. I don't know at what point it became I was terrified of Chucky and was concerned that he was going to come get me when I tried to sleep. And, just like so totally into horror and scary stories and all that shit. I don't know. I don't know where that came from. But somewhere along the line, there was a shift. So that actually is everything for the month. And we have our cards here. Friday the 13th hat. It's an exclusive ball cap that we have here. Psycho House t-shirt. Okay, it is the Psycho House t-shirt. Well, it is the Psycho House. Well, that's interesting. Duality at the Bates Motel is a serious problem, at least with this exclusive shirt from shirtpunch.com. Everyone will know exactly what side you choose. Want to see more? Visit shirtpunch.com today. And the Blu-ray that you could have gotten was assorted. And apparently the Walking Dead thing. So I'm very happy I got this one, if that's true. It looks like the Walking Dead buildable set. Create, stack, and add however you like. Defend your base from the horde. Because it actually shows like the jail on here. So I'm very happy since that was an assorted piece that I got this one, because that's the one that I would want. Don't open the dead inside the door. Don't open the dead inside the door. That was a terrible Cosby. Cosby is also a terrible Cosby, as we've come to find out in the last few years. So there was the assorted Blu-ray, lights off, popcorn made, blanket fort of protection is up. Now sit back and enjoy one of these terrifying Blu-rays. So it wasn't, like before it was Deathgasm, and last month it was Turbo Kid. Was it last month? I don't know. So it wasn't, I guess they're like, oh shit, everybody likes the movies, now we gotta send them a movie. Which, I mean, all this other stuff really, oh, look at that! The shirt, it glows in the dark! Well, that is badass. So that's what I'm saying. Like, even with, well, I mean, I guess this, even though it's the selection that I would want, I guess I could kind of go to the store and buy that myself if I wanted to. But, like, even without the Blu-ray in here, I think this month was actually a pretty good with the shirt and, the cap and everything. Like, I think it was a pretty good, and the exclusive Simpsons Treehouse horror art print. I mean, I think we got a pretty good deal this month, even without the Blu-ray. So Like, at least for me personally, Horror Block, it is not required. It's appreciated. It's appreciated to get a movie. I still haven't watched Turbo Kid, though, unfortunately, because there was a trailer for that one before Deathgasm. They actually showed, the trailer for Turbo Kid. I'm like, oh, that actually looks kind of cool. So, but I just haven't had a chance to watch it yet. It's like work and Kaylee going off to college, and my sister and Holly and Ralphie and Warren and all that family moving to Kansas. Like, we've been spending a lot of time with them. And then there's the Pokemon hunting. So yes, I've gotten addicted to the Pokemon Go. I have. It sucked me in very much. I could have stopped it sucked me, but unfortunately there's not an app for that. Just toys. So ask me about my beer babe. There's actually a video of me opening that. Fuck it, I'll link that below if you want to go check that out. Because that was a gift I was not expecting given to me in a public place. So, I was taken off guard by the beer babe. I was taken off guard by the whole birthday thing that people pulled on me. But that was a good trick. That was... People don't pull... I'm usually the one, like, playing jokes or whatever. I'm not much of a prankster, I guess, but I like to sneak up behind people and be like, you complete me. Or something, something kind of creepy or whatever, and, like, grab Taryn's boobs when I'm doing it. Taryn's a dude, by the way. Like, I don't know, if you don't mind me touching your boobs, it's fine. But that was a good trick that I was not expecting the beer babe in the middle of Country Kitchen. So, and it's very evident on my face. Because of course you had to film me opening it. So I'll link that video below if you want to see me be completely embarrassed. It's a good time. It's a good time. Okay. So anyway, we've covered all the things that we need, and this is our preview for next month. We're getting something from Supernatural, which is a show that I love. Exclusive item from Supernatural. Also next month, contains 4 exclusives. I'm assuming that includes the Supernatural exclusive, as well as an item from Ghostbusters and the bonus credit from Shirt Punch. So, and we even get $10. I've used one of them so far. I don't know if it was unintentional, but the first month they actually sent me 2 cards. And on the back of these, if you collect all of the little pictures, you get some kind of... I don't remember exactly what it is. Does it say? A new card delivered monthly. Collect the set to receive a $100 Shirt Punch gift card. So, if you've been getting these in your blocks, because I think they have them in Horror Block and Nerd Block, and, well, they're all Nerd Block. Duh. Be sure to keep these, because if you put them together, you get a $100 Shirt Punch gift card. So, don't forget. Be a little bit of a pack rat. Keep some shit. It's not hoarding. It's fine. So, but that is our block for this month. And I'm excited I didn't get... I kind of want to know this information so that I can get reimbursed for the tree being taken away. But, I'm glad I didn't get interrupted by a phone call or anything. And like I said, I did get the classic block this month. I believe is the one that... Whatever has the labyrinth item in it. Because I have to have the labyrinths. I have to have the labyrinths. So I'll have that. And of course, Loot Crate later in the month. Oh, goodness. I don't even know anymore. But now that the tree and all that shit is taken care of, I can... Well, this is the last episode... This is very far removed from horror, but this is the last episode of Days of Our Lives for 2 weeks. So I have to... it's been over for a few hours, but still. So I have to see, I have to watch my stories so that I can be lying in wait for 2 weeks and be like, oh my god, what happens next? I don't know. I'm usually actually playing games while I'm watching Days of Our Lives and General Hospital. So it buzzed at me. I don't know why. But anyway, that's all there is to it. So, technically, Vacay Day 2016 isn't until next month, but that is coming up here very shortly, before I know it. And my frickin' days off haven't even been approved yet. They're still sitting in there pending, so hopefully there's not any drama over that, because that will be upsetting. But I just want to go in there and see them approved, because I'm like, this is what we're doing, so approve the days. But anyway, so yeah, Classic Block, Loot Crate, Vacay Day 2016, all coming at your face very soon, and I'll see you for whatever I see you.